Hey everyone, welcome back to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a great start to your day wherever you may be. This reading is something that I've wanted to do for a little bit, and I'm quite excited about it, so I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to do all those things that are so important to the YouTube channels, no matter what channels they are that you watch, by liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification so you don't miss any new content. Before we get into today's reading, as you know, all my readings are meant to put a little pep in your step, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along your path. It is a general reading, so if it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. Today's reading is about embracing the cozy winter vibes. And for a lot of people, they're like, I hate winter. I don't like it to be cold. For a lot of people, winter is a very lonely time, a very sad time. There's less light, there's more dark. Of course, the temperatures drop. And it can be a time of, great sort of sadness and depressive sort of mood, right? Mood swings, mood thoughts. And so I want to try to help us embrace the vibe of winter, specifically the coziness of winter. So we've got our oracle cards in front of us. We've got our tarot cards, so let's crack on. I've come up with a spread for the cozy winter vibes. But before we get into it, I did a little research. So, what does embrace winter mean? Well, it's about embracing the season. It's about finding comfort and coziness where you can. Enjoying time with family, friends, and being present. That last part, that being present part, I think is super important and something that we shouldn't lose sight of. So what does a cozy vibe mean? Is it just a term that people throw around, or does it actually have some substance behind it? Well, it means to have or to foster a warm or friendly and informal atmosphere. For example, my small room is cozy and intimate. So, after looking those two things up, I come to the conclusion that this is about me or us creating an atmosphere, an environment that invites us in, that wraps us in warmth, creating that cozy environment, that cozy atmosphere, right? So yes, it's dark out. Yes, it's cold out. Yes, it's snowing. But inside, we have lights aglow and warmth and blankets and opportunities to laugh and to share really making the most of the time together. And I love that. I also came across a quote which I thought was super, super interesting. This quote is by Tim Allen. And Tim Allen says, "Winter forms our character and brings out our best." Winter forms our character and brings out our best. I kind of like it. So, this is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. This is the Quantum Oracle, the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and the Energy Oracle. And I've come up with my own little spread here. So we're going to give this a try, and I hope you enjoy it. So the first card is from the Archangel Michael deck, and we're going to go with the word cozy, right? So C-O-Z-Y. So C is for our clarity. Whether that be something that you've thought of, something that you're trying to think of, it's the thing that is present, right? The thing that you're trying to find a solution for, the thing that you're trying to resolve, the thing that you're trying to figure out. Maybe it is an understanding that you've come to, an idea that has popped into your mind. Maybe it is an approach to how to handle or deal with something. Well, that was fast. Did you see that, friends? It just flipped right out the back end of the deck. I mean, if ever there was a winter scene minus the butterfly, right? Embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So the clarity is not necessarily the answer that you're searching for, the solution that you're searching for. But it's the idea that whatever you're searching for in this moment is destined. That is what is designed for you. That is the plan for you. So to embrace that search. Now, in terms of embracing the cozy winter vibes, winter provides us with more opportunity of being inside than outside. It provides us with more opportunity to find those quiet, beautiful, peaceful moments where we can think and ponder and journal about our hopes and our dreams and our wishes. This is the, as I said, the Quantum Oracle, and this is for O. And O is our observation. So from this clarity perspective, what do we observe? What do we see? Is there something that you can pick out? Is there a few things that you can pick out? Is there something that you can bring forward? Something that you can release? We have family, people, your support system, your soul tribe. gathering together with those people, thinking of those people in these quiet moments that we seem to have more of in the winter months. Write a letter to your friend. Send a card. Send an email. If weather is bad and you can't travel, pick up the phone and call them. Maybe schedule a video chat. This is about lifting each other up and supporting each other, right? So the observation is that we want people around us. We need that interaction, that socialization, right? I mean, think about it. Think about a warm hug. Think about going for a walk, especially when the snow has just fallen. And sharing that with someone, whether that be a person or your pets, sitting outside and having a cup of hot cocoa, watching children or adults build a snowman, opening up the door or the window, or standing outside and sticking your hand out and trying to capture a snowflake. Those moments are so much more enjoyable when they're shared with others. And if you are like me, you get to a certain age and you might be reluctant to partake in certain winter activities, because we don't want to slip, we don't want to fall, we don't want to, injure ourselves. Watching others enjoying the building of the snowman, the tobogganing, the skiing, the whatever it might be, the ice fishing, it fills your heart with such joy. It just makes you smile. It's such an amazing feeling to see people, whether you know them or you don't, enjoying life, having fun, laughing. So being present in the moment, surrounding yourself with people. All right, now we get to the Z. And the Z is our Zen. So we've had our clarity. From the clarity, we've had an observation. And now we're trying to find that vibe. This is the vibe factor, right? Where is the Zen? Where does your Zen lie in all this? So let's just say that you hate winter. You hate the cold. You don't know how to relax. You suffer from the January blues, which is a real thing, friends. You get sad, you get lonely. You have health issues, so you don't go outside in the cold. How do you muster up that Zen vibe within yourself to help you get through the winter? That was me, sorry. We have diligence, effort, hard work, being motivated, being dedicated, being inspired. So I'm sort of feeling like, well, okay, fine, I'll try this. And, you're sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I don't like it. And that's it. You pack it in and you walk away. It is in your best interest, the collective's best interest, to find a way to make winter work for us rather than us working against it and just, sitting there with your fingers crossed and hoping, waiting for spring to just arrive tomorrow, that kind of thing, right? We can't do that. We have to persevere. And really and truthfully, who doesn't want to be peaceful? Who doesn't want to have that Zen vibe? Who doesn't want to have that serenity in their life? That feeling of just contentment. Sometimes it's so close, but because we're not clear, or because we're coming from a place of fear, we're not looking at this from the right perspective. This is being diligent to work with it rather than against it for your own best and highest good. I love that. Okay, our last card from the oracles is the Y in cozy. And the Y is the yield. Now, whether that means that you need to yield and sort of hold yourself back from something, or whether that means that you are yielding a crop, right? Could be something that you need to be cautious of, or something that you need to pay attention to. It doesn't have to be a negative, so don't take it that way. All right, so we've got 2 cards that have come out. This is so interesting. We've got deceit and appreciation. Talk about, opposites, right? The very, very, very much the opposite of the spectrum here. I think this is more like self-sabotagey kind of things. Like, don't fool yourself, right? You're not fooling anyone. So if you're not being diligent, if you're not committed to trying to work with this, you're only fooling yourself, right? And you're going to end up in the same sort of result, which is that sad, lonely, I can't wait for spring, when is this going to be over kind of mentality. If we appreciate the winter season for what it is. I mean, we don't have spring unless we have winter, right? You're not sitting by a fire in a cozy sweater sipping hot cocoa in the middle of June. I mean, maybe you are if you live in Australia, but you guys get what I mean, right? I mean, think of how winter feels. Winter's got a bad rap. We don't want to hurt winter's feelings, right? Oh, friends. Okay. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Let's toss a few cards. Let's see what Spirit has to add to this message about how to embrace our cozy winter vibes. How to make the most out of the winter season if you happen to be one of those people that are really, really, really dislikes it. As I get older, I've always enjoyed winter. I'm a Canadian. I love winter. And as I get older, I appreciate it even more. as odd as that might sound, particularly because of the cooler weather. I don't do hot. And it's very humid here in Ontario where I live. I read something while I was doing my little research, and this is not a verbatim quote, but it was something like, it's not winter that's bad, it's the clothing choice that's bad. So, in other words, you put your winter boots on, your hat, your scarf, your mitts, your parka, or your toque, as we wear here in Canada, and try to embrace it. You can't stand there in shorts and t-shirt and be like, oh, it's cold. Well, of course it's cold. That was what I took from that quote that I read. I thought it was quite cute. All right, here we go. I've got the Ten of Cups, the happy family, right? The joy, the blessings, that feeling of support. Also tying into the appreciation. Got the Queen of Wands, really embracing the whole vibe, right? Generous, practical, gracious. She has the ability to make just about anything beautiful. To me, that's sort of tying into that diligence as well as the appreciation. We've got the Ten of Swords. The end of a situation of great sadness. Like I said, it causes a lot of stress for a lot of people. Think of this as your moment for the clarity, right? The moment for your observation. Don't consider or don't continue. Don't embrace this fooling ourselves kind of vibe, right? We've got the Page of Swords next, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Both of those kind of slid out sideways in the deck here. So the Page of Swords is about being logical and perceptive and insightful, right? It's about information that you need, but it might be challenging, right? Which again is sort of tying into this diligence sort of vibe for me. And the Wheel of Fortune is about, learning and implementing and moving forward, right? It's positive changes in our life. It's about karma. Got the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Cups is about romance. It's about creativity. It's about wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? And I think in terms of this reading, I will leave you with this thought, because this is what this reminds me of. Just imagine that it's late at night and the stars are twinkling above. It is freezing out. It is just snowed. Nobody has walked on the snow yet. And you bundle yourself up and you take a little walk. There's something so magical about that precise moment, walking in freshly fallen snow where there's no other footprints. It's just glistening and gleaming and twinkling. It's cold and it's crisp and it's crunchy. There's an audible sound. There's a visual effect. There is a feeling that is invoked from that. It's very magical. It almost feels like anything is possible. I hope that this reading helped. I hope it makes sense. I hope it gives you some food for thought. Don't be afraid to embrace the cozy winter vibes. Make the most out of this season to bring warmth and that feeling of comfort towards yourself as opposed to resisting it. And with that, I will leave you. Have yourselves a great weekend, and until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.